What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing amazing. Welcome back to Driven Nashville. So I got bad news. A lot of you guys have seen this car on the channel, right? This particular video I think is up to like 160 something thousand views, and it was one of the big deals to help my channel, grow, frankly. Well, unfortunately, this car has been in an accident now. A drunk driver, an intoxicated driver on I-65 sideswiped my wife. She was fine, thank God. If he had hit her harder and slightly more to the rear here, could have spun her. And then who knows, right? It was a very large truck, or as a Tundra. But it turned out to be okay. He pulled over, but he could barely stand up. His license had a multiple DUI offender, not for operation of a motor vehicle, right on it. And it's just a mess. I'm at ECR, European Collision Repair. This is owned by a gentleman named Suggs. They really got their SHIT down here, which is great because I'm freaking out. So let me go ahead and show you guys the damage a little bit, and then you tell me what you think. Okay, so he basically initially made contact about right here, and you can see a little skid mark there, in which case the vehicle then started to go a little more left into the lane, and then sideswiped here, made contact here, hit the wheels, right? Hit this left wheel, so you have these really expensive wheels that got a nice curb rash on them, and then also a little bit towards the end back here. And it looks like also a couple of scratches here, right? So again, it's just a bad side swipe. Now, that's not the worst thing ever, but you have an insurance claim now because this is one of the pop-up doors, right? And while it works, as you can see, thank God, it still has a problem as far as cosmetics, all this down here, right? So I don't know if they're gonna just buff it and then flake it out, paint it, buff it and paint it, or if they're gonna replace the whole door, all this plastic trim. Obviously all of this will get replaced, all of that will get replaced. Okay guys, I'm about to leave ECR here, just hopping in the car. I got bad news, okay? And anybody who's dealing with this same crap, right? Please jump in the comments below and let us all know. But the estimate came out to be $9,200 if they don't have to replace the rear door, or at least one of the three parts that makes up the door, 3 or 4 parts, I don't know. And if they do have to replace the door, it's $9,650. That's not the issue. You ready for this? The issue is, due to supply chain shortages and all the BS, ordering parts, right, like all that trim, etc., can take 2 to 3 months, she said, and that's best case scenario. So she said you're a little better off because it's a Model X. The Model X isn't quite as bad, but if you had a Model 3 or a Model Y, she said it's definitely going to be at least 2 months. That's just to get the parts. She's got 40 hours worth of service, in her actual estimate, guys. So think about that. You've got to wait 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks to get the parts. Then they've got to actually have you drop off the vehicle. You are without your vehicle then for about 3 to 7 weeks, depending on if they have to go through any additional changes with the insurance company, waiting on parts. She was telling me that, they might request headlights and they send, tail lights. It's like ridiculous stuff like that happens. So I don't know what's going to happen. And this is absolutely the definition of first world problems, but $9,600 is probably not enough to total out the Model X. But if I fight for depreciated value, which I will if I have to, this is still an $80,000 vehicle. The fact of the matter is it's going to depreciate 10 to 15% now that there's 1 or even 2 accidents now reported on the vehicle. Not cool. So I'll keep you in the loop, but it's been an interesting month here.